I can tell you is own Bitcoin, that's a winner. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the conclusion of the Lightning Round.
Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. Yes, that was Kramer. Can you believe it? It's Bitcoin. That's where it's at. So let's continue. I don't have any other words to say. Kind of just speechless. So you're looking at Fiat Leak. This is a fun site visually. Their price oracle is pretty good, but the APIs are quite limited. They are only plugged into one Japan-based exchange, and with over 25, can you imagine what the stream would look like to Tokyo? Wow. And the XRP community, I am sure they want to frame this chart and put it on their wall. It's just so beautiful. Gary Gensler, adios, sayonara, bye-bye. Tokenizer had this image out, and yes, I think all of us know this is so true. And you could put any token on the top of that banner on the signage because it's just the price action that brings all the people. They just don't understand you want to buy when there's blood on the streets. There's a lot of XRP network love going around. You can see on the 24-hour XRP is up 26%, but look at ZA. This is the hard fork that is now the Zahao network. The token is up 33%, and look at Root Network. Wow, up 36% on the 24-hour. And this is a surprise for everyone. It's in the top 3 in terms of gains in the last 24 hours in that top 100 market cap. And the reason why is because the FTX token now has a plan, a plan that's going to be executed sometime in January for a reorganization. Wow. This space just never ends in its surprises. And yesterday, while I was editing yesterday's video, SUI had a network problem. They had a bug in their code, and it took them offline for 2 hours. And I think a lot of people were surprised. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. But if you even go back and look at the history for the XRP ledger, whether you call it halting, stopped, crashed, offline, online, running, whatever it is, it too was unavailable, although it did stay online. It had about 15 minutes where it was unavailable in November of 2021. So these things do happen. Congratulations to Witza Like a Pizza Wind and the XRPL Labs. They have had record days for both the XRPL and the Zahao network on the Zaman wallet. It's really fantastic. Reuters was the source that Ripple is one of the crypto companies, along with Kraken and Circle, that are jostling for a seat for the President-elect Donald Trump's promised Crypto Advisory Council. Very cool. You probably saw this from the Financial Times that Justin Sun from the Tron Network paid $6 million for a banana that was sold on the Sotheby's art auction that was just duct taped to a piece of board. Well, look what Stu Alderati came up with. Stu Alderati is the chief legal officer at Ripple, and I think this is hysterical because, it's all about the oranges are not a security. I love this. This is my kind of humor. Ripple is a big sponsor of the Blockies, which is an award ceremony that takes place in Sydney, Australia. And let me just show you one that was super interesting. One of the finalists was the XDC network for the technology and infrastructure leader. It was Fireblocks that won that category and took the award home. They are a premier custody company that I know many of you are aware that Jay Clayton went to when he left the SEC. Some financial news from this side of the world. The Bank of Japan is expected to hike rates in December to weaken the yen as Trump returns. This is what a majority of analysts believe will take place. Currently, the yen is trading at 154 yen to the dollar. Moving right along, I'm really trying to get my head around these AI agents because I can see the AI and blockchain is so powerful. And there are two former Ripple employees, Craig DeWitt and Amir. And sorry, Amir, I can't remember your last name right now, but they have started Skyfire. And Skyfire is taking these AI agents into payments. You gotta hear this clip.
From what we see at Skyfire, about 70% of these developers are not inside the United States. And so my bet is like you have this teenager in, I don't know, Malaysia who's going to build the next big hit app or agent that needs to receive payment. Like, good luck getting a bank account that you can then hook up to actually receive those funds. And so those are all structural issues that are going to take years to align constituents to fix. And you have a much simpler solution, and that is blockchain, which are ultimately designed for payments, and I think have finally found their use case. Might not be humans, it'll be these AI agents. What Skyfire is introducing is this concept that we call Know Your Agent, or KYA. So you've heard about KYB, which is like onboarding a business, or you've heard about KYC. These are familiar terms. KYA is really the concept of having the information on the agent or the business that's transacting in the new space, and then making it available via an authentication protocol. And right now it's fairly simple because it's really one-to-one proxies with either an individual or a business that's selling in this new fashion. But if you can take that information and actually connect it to what Don was talking about of a history of activity and interactions, you have something that's incredibly powerful that doesn't even exist in the current rail system. And so what's awesome, especially if you build this on a blockchain-based system, is when you add in these new ideas like KYA, you add in a complete history of transaction behavior, you can get a much more granular idea of who you're transacting with than you can even do in traditional space.
And to complement that clip, you got to listen to this clip. This is more AI agents, and it's mind-blowing.
I'm just kind of waking up to the realization that, like, hey, we were not the crypto natives. No, all along, the crypto natives have been, will be the AI agents who are just software. We are like meat space. So we're kind of like going into this world as tourists, in a manner of speaking, and they are like actual on-chain crypto natives.
So, I mean, I will make a bet with you that maybe not the agents hold more crypto than humans, but I would say over the next 3 years, you're going to see agents transact more on-chain than humans do.
Yep.
And I'll stand by that. Yep.
Wow.
The marketers at Coinbase, they are clever. I'm going to let their marketing campaign in this video take you out. They're really speaking to the average American out there, and this is what we need to grow the space. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
Crypto wasn't for him. He dealt the classics. Low miles, big blocks and bench seats, hidden gems in dusty barns, diamonds in the rough. He'd take fixer-uppers and turn them into daily drivers. But when it came time to make a sale, there were no easy options. He never could figure out why wire transfers took so long. Banks were never open when he needed them. And cash, well, cash could be a challenge in a place like this. So when a repeat buyer mentioned another option, he listened. Just a simple transfer, secure, like a digital handshake. Crypto wasn't for him, until it was.